Hi, I'm Brenda Buglione, and welcome to SnowMotion. In this week's episode, we're going to find out what it's like to ski and train like an Olympian with U.S. alpine skier Tricia Mangan. We're going to give you a ski tip that shows you that it is okay to slide at the end of your turn to slow yourself down. Then we're going to go into the weight room and learn how to strengthen our glutes. We'll ski with total joint replacement friends from the Steadman Clinic. And we'll drop the trailers for the snowboarding film, Flying High Again, and the offbeat documentary, Here, Hold My Kid. It's all coming up on SnowMotion. Don't go anywhere.
Since 1976, U.S. ski and snowboarding has relied on the name Steadman to keep its athletes on the slopes, competing and winning against the world's best. Today, that legacy continues as the most innovative minds in sports medicine provide personalized patient care to our nation's best. On the World Cup Tour and beyond, the Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute, treating Team USA and the athlete in all of us.
SnowMotion is brought to you by the Steadman Clinic, treating Team USA and the athlete in all of us. And by Gorsuch. U.S. ski team athlete Tricia Mangan is a two-time Olympian, but what's more impressive is that she's earned her degree in mechanical engineering while competing internationally. This girl has energy, and she works hard to pursue her dreams.
Tricia, you don't have a conventional path to where you are right now in the world of skiing. Tell us about your journey.
Yeah, I think I have a bit of an untraditional path for sure. I came from a very small mountain in Western New York. I grew up ski racing with my 5 siblings, and we really just did it for fun. We absolutely loved it until about my freshman year of high school. I went from only skiing a couple days every week to really wanting to take my skiing career to the next level. And then I was on the US ski team, I was off the US ski team. I skied in 2 Olympics, one with the team and one as an independent athlete. I raced for Dartmouth College, and now I'm back on the World Cup speed team, and I'm so excited to compete this season.
Wow, what a journey, to be dropped by the ski team and to have the perseverance and grit to come back.
Yeah, being let go from the ski team was really hard, and I think that it would have been really easy to, say, okay, I've had a great career, but instead, when I got cut, I was actually even more motivated and more determined to get back on the World Cup, which is interesting because it was much harder as an independent athlete.
Where do you get the money to do that when you're not supported by the ski team?
Yeah, so I was actually forced to, take a step back and think about why I'm skiing, and then convey that and ask the skiing community for support. And it really just showed me how unbelievably special our ski racing community is. And I certainly 100% would not have been able to continue ski racing without so many people's super generous support. And I think that that's definitely the biggest silver lining of being an independent athlete.
So your specialty is Super G.
Yes, it's funny because my specialty was Super G from when I was 12 years old, even though I grew up on an 800 vertical foot hill. And I'm lucky I have a good feel for the fall line, and I definitely like to take chances and have always been an athlete that just absolutely sends it. and I think that that's a good event for Super G.
Yeah, definitely. And you've had crashes too,
Yes.
scary crashes.
Yes, part of being an athlete that sends it a lot is bad crashes, but yeah, it's a part of the game.
Okay, tell me about the people behind you and the companies behind you.
Yeah, so I'm wearing my newest sponsor, Aztec. Cliff Bar is unbelievably supportive. The company, The Feed, is tremendously supportive. That's a nutrition and supplement company, which, as you know, makes a big difference in ski racing. So yeah, I have so many people supporting me. It's really unbelievable, and that's what I'm most grateful for. So I feel very, very lucky.
So what is fueling you? What drives you so much?
Ski racing has challenged me more than anything else in my life, and it's just a perpetual challenge. And you learn so much about yourself when you're faced with so much adversity. So I personally really love that, and I think that skiing pushes me to the limits that nothing else has so far. So that's what fuels me.
That's so great. Okay, Tricia, it's been so fun learning about your career. You're just so dedicated. It makes me just really, really want to cheer for you and want success for you because you work so hard.
Thank you so much. That's very kind.
All right, well, follow Tricia Mangan. Let's go take a run.
Coming up, I'm always talking about the perfect carved turn, but this time I'm going to show you when it's okay to add a slide at the end of your turn to help slow yourself down. And then we'll check in on the Steadman Clinic's Total Joint Replacement Ski Day and snowboard with legends in TGR's Flying High Again. And later, we'll get a preview of a one-of-a-kind film that explores balancing motherhood with professional skiing. In the film, Here, Hold My Kid.
Dream job? Oh God. Marine biologist. A food critic.
I already started a coffee roasting business, Pacific Crest Coffee Company. And our first location's doing really well, and we're opening up a second location now in Truckee. Outside of ski racing, definitely dream job, heli ski guide.
Lifty at Cochrane Ski Area. Feed has everything you need to fuel your workout. Hydration, gels, chews, we even have breakfast shakes. Ready for your ride?
Totally. Let's go.
Join over 500,000 athletes that are fueled by the Feed.
Gels every 20 minutes.
Your Feed coach can help you pick out what you need for your workouts.
Thanks, feed coach.
Don't forget to hydrate.
Doesn't matter if you just started training or you plan to win the World Championships. Shop today to get a free water bottle printed with your name. Visit thefeed.com. Fuel your workout.
We don't just repair injuries, we look within to harness the body's own power to heal and decipher the delicate balance of tendon, cartilage, and bone. Developing new treatments so you recover faster. The Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
For all my latest ski tips and chairlift interviews, subscribe to SnowMotion on YouTube and follow me on Instagram at Brenda Buglione1 and on Facebook at Brenda Buglione. As a former ski racer, I spent my whole life perfecting the carved turn. But now as a recreational skier, skiing powder and different terrain, I know that there's benefits to learning how to put a little slide or skid into your turns. It can help you slow down when you need it. When you make a perfectly carved turn, you're generating speed. A ski has camber, you're bending the ski, and when you release the turn, it accelerates you into the next one. But when you slide a turn, it dissipates the energy in the ski, and you'll help yourself slow down. So tactically, it's a great tool to have to slide on top of a turn in the moguls, or going too fast down a really steep run. Some people describe it as buttering the turn. You kind of just stay with it a little longer. You don't make it so quick. You just smooth it out. Sometimes sliding or skidding your turn can be good. It can help control your speed. In the world of snowboarding, director Mike Hatchett is a legend. He collaborated with Teton Gravity Research to bring us an award-winning film called Flying High Again that features the best snowboarders in the world, including John Jackson, Brandon Davis, Danny Davis, Jeremy Jones, and many more. Check out more at TetonGravity.com.
Ready to rock and roll? Let's do this.
This is a photograph, a dark horse from your past galloping back.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Open up your mouth and laugh at all the ugly people.
Can I get a photo to send my mom?
If you go reaching for your past, make sure your grip is ironclad. Open up your
That was a solid whapper.
at all the pretty people living in a photograph.
Flatland in softball award for the week.
Yeah, we're having a nice time.
This is the siren that sounds after a war. This is the sky with a murmur of birds. This is where we once were. This is returning to earth. And this is what I miss. That being alive. And this is what I miss. After I die.
I'm psyched. That was wild.
This is a photograph. This is a photograph. If you go reaching for your past, make sure your grip is ironclad. Open up your mouth, don't laugh at all the pretty people living in a photograph.
I think it's so fun.
The Steadman Clinic hosts a ski day celebrating all the patients that had a total joint replacement. I joined Dr. Ray Kim and the rest of the ski and snowboard enthusiasts, and I loved showing off my new knee. Ray, the total joint replacement ski day must be so rewarding for you. Seeing these patients out there skiing and boarding and enjoying the things that they haven't been able to do.
Oh, it's so fun for us. It's one of the best days of the year. These are patients that, because of their knee or hip arthritis, weren't able to enjoy the things that they wanted to do. And now they're back out skiing, having fun, and living life.
That's so cool. It must be so fun to see them just going fast, make carving turns, going over bumps. I mean, things that they couldn't do before.
Yeah, it's so fun for us to see. It's fun for our staff to see, because a lot of our team members are in the operating room working to do a perfect knee, perfect hip replacement, but they don't get to see the aftermath. And to see people not just walk around and get around doing their daily activities, but to enjoy skiing and sports is very fulfilling for us.
Oh, that's great. I mean, even for myself, I had my knee replaced and I was surprised how fast I came back.
Yeah, so joint replacement has radically changed just in the past 20 years. Back when I was in training at the Mayo Clinic in 2000, we had patients that were in the hospital for 5 days after their knee or hip replacement. And now they're in the hospital for about 5 hours. And the surgery, believe it or not, it's a 45-minute outpatient surgery. They're up walking, doing stairs right away. The rehab is for about 6 weeks. They gotta strengthen the muscles for knees, they gotta get their range of motion back. And then we start doing some light recreational activities, and then 12 weeks they can get back to full activities like things here on the mountain.
You know, it's just amazing. I was trying to put it off, but actually once I did it, it was incredible.
Yeah, we hear that all the time. They say, oh, I should have done this 5 years ago, but timing is different for everybody. Yeah. It's a very personal, subjective thing, and we always say your knee or hip will let you know when it's time.
I know you say that, but I think a lot of people are afraid. Like I was afraid because I didn't know what to expect when one of my joints was going to be replaced. It's a little scary.
Yeah, the common misconception is that you're whacking out the entire joint.
Yes.
But that's actually not true. We're just resurfacing the ends of the bones.
Okay.
So we're removing a thin layer, it's less than a centimeter, and we're resurfacing the ends of the articular surface that's worn, kind of like a crown on a tooth. You're not yanking the whole tooth, you're putting a cap on the end of the tooth. So we're doing the same thing on the ends of the bones. So it's not as invasive as most people think it is.
Wow. So you've been a replacement doctor from the beginning.
So went to residency at Mayo and did my fellowship in New York City, specializing in joint replacements, and then took my first job in Denver, worked there for 11 years. And when I was down there, Dr. Steadman and the rest of the Steadman Clinic would send their joint replacements down to me. So I'd take care of the patients, and at about 2016, they asked me to come up the hill.
So it was a perfect fit.
Yeah, I've got great partners. They do all the ligament reconstructions, they fix the meniscus injuries, they take care of the fractures, and then sometimes years later they may need a joint replacement, and that's where I come into play.
It's a good team, the Steadman Clinic.
It's a great team.
They can take care of anything. Do you enjoy the lifestyle in the mountains?
Oh, love it here. It's been a dream come true. Get to work here, get to play here, get to live here. Our youngest grew up here, then it's been really fun for our family. Been a great place to build a home. This is what we were made to do. We take care of people and operate and fix knees and hips.
Well, I mean, you really have helped so many of us be back to our best, you know, and I'm a better athlete now with a new knee than I was before.
Well, it's so fun seeing you on ski day because you guys are amazing skiers, beautiful skiers. I have trouble keeping up with all of you, so it's so fun for us to see that.
Oh, that's good. It's good. I'd like to make my doctor proud. Okay, let's go skiing.
All right, let's do it.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use the exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
If we want to protect the places we love, we must vote. America is a nation of many nations, many histories, many experiences. But despite our different paths, we all converged here. You see, our common ground is the land itself, our playgrounds, and places we love. Now we must protect them from the effects of climate change. If you love the land, make a plan to vote this November.
We see athletes as the ones that set goals. Goals in the recovery of a life-altering injury. The individuals that redefine the magic of getting back up. Those that reframe their own recoveries to not be identified by their disability, but by what they will find next as their new ability to succeed. We are High Fives, the safety net of the outdoor sports community.
SnowMotion is brought to you by Surefoot. Better fitting, better skiing. And by Oakley. Welcome back to SnowMotion. We know that skiing is a workout and it's hard on our legs. But if we try this lunge routine that will help strengthen our glutes and take some of the pressure off our quads, it could help us keep our legs strong all day long. I'm with Chris Nurl, athletic trainer and strength and conditioning specialist. Chris is going to show us an exercise that will help us be stronger for the slopes.
All right, so we're going to do a lateral lunge. It's a pretty simple exercise, right? So Brenda, I'm going to have you go ahead, feet together. So we're going to step out with our right foot, push the hips back and down. So it's almost a single leg squat, and then come back up. The distance out that I want Brenda to step here is to a distance where in that lunge, her hip and knee are stacked over that foot. Right, so that's a perfect lunge right there. Give me a couple more of those. right? So she's nicely stacked on that right side. And our focus here, when she does this lunge, we're focusing on that right quad, the right glute, but also working on stretching that left groin.
Oh, I feel it right here.
Absolutely. That's where you're gonna feel the limitation initially. Good. You got it. All right, now let's go ahead and check out your left side. So go ahead and lunge to the left. You look pretty good on both sides. So now let's pick it up a little bit. And you can make this more difficult by either adding weight, or you can up the pace and add a couple other lunges into it so it's a circuit. So let's go ahead and make it a little bit more difficult, right? So you're gonna give me a right lateral lunge, right? Go ahead, come back up. Now you're gonna go into a forward lunge, come back up, and now a reverse lunge. So it's a lunge series. And so we're strengthening that glute, but it's gonna help unload those quads too. So it's gonna give them a little bit of a break. All too often we see skiers that become quad dominant. We see those skier quads, right? But we want to start using that glute a little bit because it's going to help unload that quad so we don't get those overuse injuries and protect the knee.
Well, I like that because I'm also getting a stretch.
Yep.
And I feel my glute a lot.
Absolutely. Let's see the left side. And normally when I have somebody do this, we'll do 8 rounds of all 3 of these. And then we'd switch over to the other side. And then back to the beginning. Nice.
Just like we said, our quads get tired when we're skiing powder, especially. But if we strengthen the glute, it's gonna take some pressure off the quad. I didn't know that.
Yep. It's gonna strengthen the quad and it's gonna reduce the risk of knee injury.
Thanks, Chris. No one likes to fall when they're skiing. But if it does happen, let's review how to get up. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your skis are below you and they're perpendicular to the slope so that once you get up, you don't take off. So now, crunch up in a ball, bend this inside ski tight, getting all your weight forward. Don't push behind you because you don't have a lot of leverage back here. Come up here and push in front of you against the snow. Like that, which is a little tricky. The next way is to get the help from your ski poles. So bring the tips of the poles right next to your hips and your thigh. Grab the top of the pole and you're gonna push right up. So another way is to take one pole on either side of you. Remember, crunch up, have a good grip, and press up. If you have a hard time doing that, the next solution would be taking your inside ski off. So I take my pole, take my binding off. That allows me to crunch my leg up and use this knee on the snow to stand up. Make sure you take off the uphill ski because you need the support of your downhill ski to stand on and prevent you from going down the slope. Getting up from falling is harder than skiing, but hopefully these tips will help you get back up and on your way. In the ski film mockumentary, Here, Hold My Kid, free skiers Elise Axtad and Jackie Peso embrace motherhood without missing a turn in their professional careers. This film is for parents that drag their kids to the mountains, but trust me, they'll thank you when they grow up.
Since I've become a mom, I feel like it's important to showcase that moms don't have to hang up their skis.
I think it's a strong time for women's sport, and I think as long as we've got each other's backs, like me and Elise do, we'll keep moving forward.
Have fun.
That sounds like a competition.
No, it's not a competition. Yeah, it is a competition.
Action.
I think Elise is super competitive, whereas I'm a bit more chill.
I'm way better at being less competitive.
I couldn't plug the fan in.
Oh my God, oh my God. Shut the up. Hey, guys.
Oh, that is bad.
Good break, Tor.
That doesn't count.
Are you the babysitter?
Best in town. I got 5 stars on Yelp.
Well, that's all for this episode of SnowMotion. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next time for more winter sports action. Until then, I'm Brenda Buglione, and we'll see you on the slopes.